Morning everybody, welcome back to Kiwi Farmer. Thanks to those who have subscribed, and please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, and yeah, that'll help us bump up through the YouTube recommendations, bits and pieces. So just out here on the RAF now, taking this fence down here and let these lambs onto the next quarter of this paddock. So what I've got to do now is just run a fence through here and split this half up into quarters. We do that just to make sure that they get the proper grazing residual, so that they chew out these stalks as much as possible, and yeah, and then put them onto a new fresh break and continue their growth. So today's video is just going to be a bit different. We might just do a bit of a overview of the farm, where we're currently at the moment. So yeah, and as we speak, the loggers are turning up to hopefully finish the block of pine trees there, and then the other one just around the corner, which is good because we've had a week of fine weather. It's finally dried out after all that rain we had. So we'll start with this paddock of RAF now. This is the third paddock we put in, so this is the third paddock to be grazed. On here we've got about 600 lambs, mixed sex, just our Perrindale base flock lambs with Calves ram over top. And then yeah, they're doing all right. They could do with a bit more sun. Days like this would be perfect, but we just haven't had that many of them, so they're growing all right, and then hopefully going forward they'll do a bit better. So we sent some to the works. I think it was in the last video actually. So sent some to the works there, and then they killed out about 140 bucks. So pretty happy with that. Weights weren't great, fat cover's not great, but just the season again. So gonna have a draft up once we've finished this paddock as well. So another 2 weeks hopefully, and they'll be out of here, and we'll have another draft up and send some more to the works. So yeah, we will go and put this fence up, and then shoot up, have a look at the cows, and yeah, we might talk about Starlink and a few other bits and pieces. So just up here by the hill house with some cows and calves. So these girls aren't actually meant to be here. They broke out through 2 gates during all that wet weather, and yeah, so haven't had a chance to push them back yet. But yeah, cows and calves looking awesome. So cows got good condition on them. Calves are yeah, looking really good, stonking along. So the plan for these girls is or for the calves, is we'll wean them about the end of April, and then they'll go to Ansco hopefully. Still haven't sorted out that contract yet, but they'll go there. And yeah, prices are looking good for older cattle at the moment, so hoping that yeah, these calves, the prices will be relatively good. So 250 kilos at weaning is our target for the steers as an average. Last year I think we were 242, something like that, so getting close. Yeah, well, they were behind at tagging by about 10 kilos compared to last year, but with all the feed around at the moment, they should have picked up. So hoping yeah, hoping that that's the case. But these girls and their calves will just hang out up on the hill country for the next 2 months. They don't need to come into the yards for anything. And then once they're weaned, then we come in and pregnancy test the cows, and we can do the heifers as well down on flats. So yeah, update on the cows and calves. They're doing well. Heaps of feed for them. So yeah, we'll go and show you the ewes, main ewe mob, and we will discuss what plan is there. So just here, look at the main mob of ewes. So in here we've got there's about 1,000, 1,200. So there's 2 tooths, you'll right the way up to 5-year-olds in here. So everything's together. Our next job, once they've chewed this paddock out, is for them to run through the yards, and we're going to pull off all of the older ones, so 4 and 5-year-olds, and then they'll go down to the lease block, get flushed, and they'll start flushing here, and then they'll get mated down there. But yeah, really happy with the way these girls have come out of their wool. So these are the ones that got shorn. Well, they've all been shorn. yeah, and they've just been rotating, grazing, chewing out these paddocks around here on the flats, just trying to get rid of some tag, rough stuff. And all the grass that grows now, from now on, should be pretty good quality and be great stuff. So yeah, really happy with these girls. So they're we've got a Perrindale base flock, and all of the younger ones, a lot of the older girls actually had their half Texel. So some of them look a bit Texel-y, look a bit funny. And then all of the younger ones, especially the Turus now, so the ones with a wee bit more wool on them, they are Kelso, which is made up of four or five breeds. And yeah, they Kelso maternal, so they seem to be doing really well for us. But yeah, girls will be enjoying the sun, bit of heat, and yeah, another day left in here and then we'll shift them on. Just talking to the skidder driver up there on the forestry, and they're still struggling to get up the hill, so I've got to come up with another plan. My track that I put in just recently with all the rain is just a mud hole, so that's not working. Yeah, come up with another plan. So right, we'll go and I might go and set up some fences for the hoggets, show you them. So what I've done here, these are the hoggets, we'll go and have a look at them. But this is the paddock they're going into next. So there's two sections of this paddock. There's a drain that runs through the middle of it there, so the top half's really wet. And then so what I've done is just put a temporary fence across the bottom of this drain down here, so they can graze the top half first, and we can get utilisation out of this. This is about 6 hectares, so it's too big for 400 lambs, 400 hoggets. And then so they'll graze the top part first, and then they'll graze this bottom stuff here now, because last time they grazed it, they didn't clean it up well enough. You know, it was wet, it was horrible. So there's a lot of dead matter in the bottom, so we don't want that. We want them to yeah, clean it up properly. So we'll open this gate and go and have a quick look at these hoggets and show you guys kind of how they're looking. So these hoggets here, yeah, looking really good. Quite happy with them considering the wet weather and everything. Yeah, so they got shorn when we shore the other ewes. There's 400 in here, and we only really want to mate 300. So there'll be 100 of these lighter ones come out and go for sale. So yeah, they're a Perrindale Kelso breed. And then what else? Yeah, they're just looking really good. So they'll go into that paddock we just set up, and then once they've chewed that out, we'll take some fecal egg samples. We could do that anytime, and just make sure they're not limited by worms again or anything like that. And yeah, so they're pretty well done in here. They've chewed it down enough so you can see the drill rows. Still a wee bit left in here, but yeah, we don't want to push them too hard. This paddock here, there's no dead matter down the bottom, so it won't matter if they leave a bit of residual. It'll grow away faster. Yeah, it's pretty much everything about the hoggets. But they'll get, oh yeah, mating I suppose. They'll get mated in April to lamb about the 3rd week in September or mid-September. Yeah, whether they stay here and lamb or go down to the lease block and lamb, we haven't quite figured that one out yet, but there's a couple options here. So, but the main thing to focus on now is just trying to grow them out properly, make sure they're all above that 42, 43 kilos mating weight when it comes to mating them. So that's our main focus with these girls at the moment. So this is the main forestry block, the one that we started logging before they pulled out. So here we're just trying to direct the water. I was up here in our digger, dug a big drain and got into a spring and directed some water. So here's Brad in his big Volvo, just scooping off some of the topsoil, some of the heavy soil that holds the water. So we should be able to, yeah, hopefully Monday. We're due for some rain on Sunday, but hopefully Monday we should be able to get into here and get some logs out, which will be awesome. Right, so update on the forestry. Yeah, we should be able to get up there hopefully on the other block to Monday, It's meant to rain on Sunday, but or Saturday, but yeah, we'll see how we go. So here's the next block we've got to do. It's all the fallen trees in here. We'll just clear fell all of this, but we've got to get through this creek. So just battle my way through here, up on the other side, and clean out this creek, and then we'll bring a big culvert in, put it in there. Hopefully I've diverted this off and it won't cause an issue, but yeah, just trying to save the wee patches of native and dig out the other trees, and yeah, but it shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. We'll see. Still pretty weird, yeah. Right, Starlink update next. So I'll link the video where we talk about getting Starlink. So we've had it for 2 months, maybe, might be 3 months now. Yeah, and really impressed, very impressed. So it does cut out, you know, with the trees and satellites falling out of the sky and stuff. Yeah, so, you know, nothing's perfect, but it's a heck of a lot better than the internet we were on. You know, rural broadband is pretty crap. And then since everything nowadays is on internet, so there's no desktop versions of any of the farm programs we run. They're all cloud-based. So we really need good internet. And then, so that comparison, it used to take me probably between 6 and 8 hours to upload a 20-minute YouTube video, where now it takes between 20 minutes and half an hour. It's yeah, chalk and cheese. So I'll shoot inside. I've got did a speed test about lunchtime, so I'll show you the results of that. So speed test there, yeah, 260 is a download and 8 as an upload. So pretty impressive. Well worth the expense. Yep, I would highly recommend Starlink to anyone if you can get it. Yep, it is expensive, so it's 159 a month, something like that, but you know, we're paying 100 for broadband that was just crap anyway, so yeah, well worth it. Good on you, Elon. Right, bit of a different video for today. Next video hopefully will be some logging. The boys and girls come back and get stuck into the trees. Georgia wants to say goodbye.
Hi.
Hi, bye.
Hi, bye.
Bye, bye. Right, so yeah, thanks for watching. We will catch you next week, hopefully with some logging action. Bye.